But for the moment, let's welcome Kunal Bothra of LKB Securities, who joins in now for a quick check on the market technicals. Kunal, good afternoon. Thanks for joining in. First up, what's the index strategy that you're choosing to go with today?
Well, I think the market seems to be in a range of consolidation. I think after today's move, especially from Bank Nifty's perspective, the way these mid-cap mania is really behaving, I feel that the Nifty has to break out of a severe top. I think 8650, which was I think the resistance a couple of weeks back, Nifty is not able to break that resistance. Whereas a lot of stocks have already given a breakout, be it the mid-cap or the small-cap category. So my sense, I think till the time we don't see a breakout above 8650 on Nifty spot, I think the view remains to be neutral. No new positions could be added at current levels, because I think there seems to be some amount of divergence which is actually building in the market. So I think it's prudent to play stock specific and leave index at this point of time.
Yeah, I just want to highlight a little bit on some of the index stocks. There's been a steep fall in Coal India in the past half hour or so, as well on Hindalco, Asian Paints. I mean, a little bit of profit taking has definitely come in some of the tall stocks, as well some of the banking stocks. That banking index has flattened out at this point in time. Okay, that's Coal India. That sudden drop you saw looks like more like a basket selling, because it has happened in a couple of stocks, Hindalco as well. Well, Kunal, coming to your stocks, you're sticking with mid caps today. You have Exide on your list.
Yes, Latha, and I've gone a bit contrary on Exide. I think the stock has been facing resistance around 155, 156, and I think looking at the chart patterns, especially at this point of time, the fact that it's very close to its resistance point, I feel that the longer term indicators or the longer term chart is still in a downtrend, and I think resistance points should be used to initiate fresh shorts, which is why I'm going short on Exide, keeping a stop loss of 160, and I feel that the stock can actually drift to 148 levels first, and if it really tests that 148 in the next couple of days, the stock can actually open further legs on the downside. So from a trading perspective, keep a stop loss of 160, look for targets of 148 first on Exide.
Okay, what about Jindal Poly? You have a buy call there, but you think the momentum is strong enough to actually take it all the way to that 400 mark, and what kind of a time horizon would you give this strategy?
Absolutely, Sumaira, I think the stock is given a breakout in terms of not just from a short-term perspective, because in fact even yesterday on the channel I recommended a BTST strategy on stock with a target of 340. But my sense, I think looking at a couple handle formation on the monthly charts, the way the stock has broken out over 300, 305 range, I feel that the stock can actually start a multi-month rally. So I think from a trading perspective, keep a stop loss around the 300 mark, but a buy on dip strategy would be an ideal strategy at this point of time. I believe a 400 target could actually be possible in time frame of the next 1 to 2 months, looking at the chart potential and the way the stock has given a breakout above the couple handle pattern. So I think keeping that as a target from a 1 to 2 month perspective, I believe a good entry point would be somewhere around 320, 325 on Jindal Poly.
Incidentally, it's already in a multi-month rally. Was about 240 rupees or thereabouts in June, early June, and now 340 Jindal Poly. So that's already an over 50%, a near 50% rally in that stock. Okay, Kunal, the other stock that you're watching is Ramco.
Yes, Latha, very rarely spoken stocks in terms of technicals, but I think looking at the chart patterns, I think from 2006 onwards, even if you try and look at the quarterly or the monthly chart, the longer term charts, it's given a very strong breakout, Latha, and I feel that the volumes accumulation over the last 6 or 8 months on Ramco Industries has been phenomenal. I think in terms of charts, we've never seen such a high accumulation and a good price breakout happening about those 75, 80 levels. The stock is already at 100, 110, but my sense, I think I'm giving merit to the quarterly chart patterns, given the fact that it's almost a 9-year breakout on Ramco Industries, and I believe that it could probably start a multi-year uptrend, looking at the prospects over the last 9 months in the kind of sideways range. So I believe a target of 140 on Ramco Industries is a very modest target which I'm putting forward, looking at the way the mid-cap mania is actually behaving. But my sense, I think if anyone is looking from a long-term perspective, he can actually look at a target of 180 to 220 easily on Ramco Industries. So try and keep a stop stop loss around 95 levels from a trading perspective, but I think this is one of the few stocks which can actually give a very strong long-term breakouts.
Yeah, it is behaving as if it just found a gold mine or a diamond mine. That stock has been charging up. Thanks a lot for joining us with all those trading strategies, Kunal. Kunal's disclosures ran for you.